let's talk a little South Carolina recruiting. The Gamecocks are bringing in some big-time players for this game against Vandy, and one of them, I would say the headliner, is quarterback Landon Duckworth. How important is it to get him back on campus after he was at LSU last weekend?
Well, I think it's just exciting to have the prize passer back on campus. He has a skill set that resembles Lenoris Sellers, your Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback. You're the number 11 team in the country. SEC season opener at night. Undefeated Vanderbilt coming to Williams-Brice Stadium. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. Shane Beamer has just done a magnificent job of making South Carolina relevant. Just the excitement, the love, the passion he has for the program that he's injected, the culture, the competitiveness that he's put into this program. They're not backing down from anybody. And then that effort, it's on the recruiting trail. One of our posters asked me why Shane Beamer is mentioned by so many recruits in these interviews. Normally it's the position coach, the lead recruiter, and off-field guy. And I'm like, look, when I think of 5 head coaches, the first 5 head coaches that come to mind as the best head coach recruiters, guys that have their sleeves up and they're building relationships with kids as much as anybody. Shane Beamer's in that group with Mario Cristobal, Dan Lanning, Fran Brown, and Marcus Freeman. And then certainly Sharon Moore and Brent Venables can be included in that mix. Those are head coach recruiters that are 9-inning guys. They take the ball early. They get to know the Darius Grays. So when Darius Gray goes through his process and LSU grabs some momentum in the spring and they look like they're the leader, he's got to look Shane Beamer in the eye. No way, dude. I don't know the other head coach as well as I know you. I'm not as excited. He hasn't, the atmosphere that you've created around South Carolina is the one I want to be in. So when Darius Gray went on his official visit to South Carolina, it was home for him. He felt very comfortable. It started with the head coach, and Coach Beamer has created an environment, but more importantly, created a program that can compete for the college football playoff. And with that, they're in these blue chip battles. And we saw them win ones like Dylan Stewart, obviously, and recruitments like that. But this weekend, Julian Walker, Rivals 300 edge rusher, committed to Michigan. This isn't Groundhog's Day. He did visit last weekend.
Yeah.
We're expecting him back this weekend. He said he's in the process of putting that together. He's an absolute stud. I mean, he's 6'5", 6'6", can get after the passer, has all the traits to be one of the best pass rushers in college football. Michigan has him in the fold right now. He's expected back in Ann Arbor with all his family in October, but his dad's a strength coach at South Carolina. They feel the juice and energy around this program as much as any recruit right now. And coming back for a second straight home game at night, it says a lot. Josh, you and I have been covering recruiting for decades now, which is just sad to say, decades. And you follow the visits. And these visits mean something. And we're in an era where some recruits do get paid to take visits and they're not that serious. But why wouldn't you take a visit if you're getting paid to take a visit, right?
Hey, you keep walking in a barbershop, you're bound to get a haircut.
This one is legit. I mean, he's excited about South Carolina, so we'll see what happens moving forward. And then obviously we got some 2027s. It starts with the number 1 player in the country, Josh, LaDainian Guyton. He's committed to Texas Tech. South Carolina was one of his early favorites. I would have pegged Georgia the favorite early on, and South Carolina the biggest challenger. So the Gamecocks are still in this one. Chad Simmons had a report coming into the season that he was going to see South Carolina play, mentioned maybe going to see them in Atlanta, play their opener against Virginia Tech inside Mercedes-Benz. But this is even better. This is Williams-Brice Stadium. You can wear South Carolina gear, talk to the staff, go in the football facility, get loved up on by Shane Beamer and company. And so he is obviously one of the headliners on campus this weekend for South Carolina as well.
Yeah. Well, South Carolina fans, talk to us about Landon Duckworth. I got a theory on Landon Duckworth. I know people are worried. There's rumors about LSU and stuff, but Landon Duckworth, how many top 300 recruits have committed to the same program twice?
Let's talk game time. All of a sudden, the college and NFL football seasons are upon us. But guess what? We need our tickets, and getting deals on last-minute tickets can be frustrating when all you want to do is be there for the moment your team runs out onto the field. Well, thankfully, the Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing ticket experiences, and it only takes a few simple clicks. The app is easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. That's why I use the Game Time app. It's super simple and makes the experience of buying great seats a breeze. Also, one of the coolest features I've seen is the Game Time lowest price guarantee. It's where Game Time will credit you 100% of the difference to guarantee you're getting the lowest price if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere. All right, here's what we're going to do. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the promo code ON3, ON3. That's the promo code ON3 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That ON3 for 20% off. Game Time, last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed. I think he's solid. The intel
that
says
makes him
he's
super solid in my book.
The intel says he's solid to the Gamecocks right now. There was never any worry in Columbia about Landon Duckworth visiting LSU. I know obviously there was optimism with people that spent time with him in Baton Rouge, but never any worry or concern in South Carolina about Landon Duckworth. They get him back this weekend. Josh, this game is big enough to predict. 2-2-0 teams, Vanderbilt, South Carolina. Who do you got?
I'm taking South Carolina. I think the Gamecocks, it'll be electric atmosphere. I'm taking South Carolina over Vandy.
I got the Gamecocks too. I'm ready for LaNorris Sellers to kind of have his early season moment of dominant play. And I like the Gamecocks as well.
The Doors are always an exciting team to watch. Nothing would surprise me, but I like South Carolina here.